Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Beauty Soul Tarot. I hope you're doing well. So, this reading is for the sign of Taurus. Any placement that you have in Taurus, this could resonate with any of those placements. If you have like Taurus in the third house, then this could apply to the third house for Taurus. Also, if you're interested in a private reading, the information is in the description box below. And let's see what's going on with you guys. Taurus. What is going on for Taurus? Taurus is an earth sign. You are known for pleasures, all things delightful in the earth realm. Very practical sign, very realistic, and very stubborn, but very slow and patient and steady with your movements and with each part of your experience. You're very patient and determined. I really like that about Taurus. Okay, so let's see. For mid-January to the end of January for Taurus, what do we see? What's going on? The Six of Emotions in reverse. Okay. Well, there's something that has you feeling like you're not connecting in some way very well with someone or something. Okay, Taurus. I feel like you feel like you're going in a backwards direction somehow. We have the Empress, your card, in reverse. This does have to do with a child for some of you. So there's something that you're trying to reveal that seems to be inconsistent with what you want in some way. The Eight of Emotions. Yeah, I feel like, okay, so there's something that's being left. I just noticed like the darkness of the moon, or what is that? An eclipse of some kind? No, it's not an eclipse. It's, well, I don't know what it is. It's a planet. It looks like Mars, but it's an empty black hole. So I just noticed the darkness of that color. I feel like there's something that you're testing, but you're leaving it behind. You're leaving something behind. Something isn't resonant with what you would like. You have several tricks under your sleeve, several tips and tricks under your sleeve. I feel like you're making a connection to something in the center, because both of these cards are like showing the center. So it could have to do with something that you're eating, metaphorically speaking, that makes you feel comfortable or that makes you not feel comfortable. Because it's in reverse, I feel like this is something that you're in work with or you're working on. Taurus. Yeah, the Page of Emotions in reverse. I feel like this is something that you're working on. Page of Materials. You're not sure if you want this to be something that is seen or known, because it's just, you're leaving it behind and you're checking on it. But there's something that could cross, like, okay, with the flowers up here, there's something that could cross into like another location. And I feel like, well, there's nothing really to be concerned about here. You have more under your sleeve, is what I want to say. You don't feel the most like there's a direction you could take or an angle that you could take regarding this decision between whatever it is that you're choosing from or whatever it is that you have under your sleeve. And I feel like you do. You're being careful about how you're using emotions. Like, this is very interesting. Okay, let's continue. Taurus. Paying close attention to this. Three of Cups. The Awakening and the Six of Voices in reverse. There's something delicate. You're not quite finished with whatever this is. You are not quite finished. And you have yet to be enlightened in a clear way, like in a crystal clear way. Okay, so you're leaving, but you're not completely, like, you're not completely, what's the word? You're not completely clear or certain, like, you're a little bit restless. It's not clear or certain. It's more like you're not resting assured in something, in this, in what you're checking on. And I also feel like there's someone around you who's very adamant about making sure that you are okay. This could be reversed as well, as we know. So, yeah, there's something delicate that you are being careful with your items, with your things, with your health. And there's something that has you where you're like not resting assured, like you're not relieved, but you leave. And we have the Awakening in reverse. So this could have to do with like a location, a certain location with your delicacies or your, I don't know how to explain that. It's like your health, your nature, the nurture part of you or the nature part of you. It has you feeling a little bit off guard, like overwhelmed in a sort of way. And I feel like you're like, I feel like your eyes, metaphorically speaking, like change whenever you leave whatever this is behind. Okay, let's see, Taurus. The two, you're looking into the future about a decision. The Lovers. This has to do with pleasure. Definitely pleasure. Definitely a possible connection. You're trying to make something work. I feel like you have to leave something that makes you feel uncomfortable, like not uncomfortable, but emotional in some way, like it makes you feel out of balance. However, it awakens another place for you where something aligns in a different way. We have the 10 of Emotions. So there's something beautiful about, yeah, what you're doing. Okay, so you have you have everything in alignment. Later, it seems like, or No, it's not even later. It's like things are in alignment as you leave and you find something that you didn't notice before. You're working on your health, you're working on your motherhood. Um, your food, your cooking, your clothes, your um, things like that. So there's something important about not being so emotionally like in sync. Yeah, there's something about not being emotionally in sync and being having discomfort. Okay, what else though? Taurus. Yeah, you're not emotionally in sync with something. And yeah, it's something that you're paying close attention to. This is like a theme. I think it's also this deck as well as repeating itself. But yeah, you're paying close attention. There's precision to this. Just like in the Six of Voices, there's precision. So you pay attention to the way that you wake up, the way that you feel, the way that you experience your experience. And it's like as you go, the choice that you make is different than another. Like where you choose to locate, where you choose to set, if that makes sense. It is in a different location. The Muse of Voices in reverse. I feel like this direction is turning. The direction that you go in is turning. And it's bringing up something that cannot be used against you, if that makes any sense. Like, not that anything is, but it's like the challenges that come with what your mentality is in this time with whatever this is, it dissipates. Yeah, somehow it dissipates. I feel like there's also someone checking on you to make sure that you're doing something like with your health, or it could be reversed where you're doing this. And I feel like it comes out in maybe like a time frame in the day where something becomes noticeable and the colors are shown within it. Like you can start to see something in like midday. And this has to do with something that someone is enlightened by, mentally speaking. Kind of like the way she's holding these above at the very top of the card. These either lima beans, it looks like lima beans. She's holding them at the top. I can't tell if that's what that is. And it's like at a certain point in the day, you kind of, it's like your mama bear in a way. You're like, okay, I can see that that's what's going on here. I can see that that's what's, and if you're like, if you're a male, I feel like this is your feminine nature, or it's your person, like a person around you. They're checking to see how you're doing, and they can tell that you're restless. You're a bit restless. Okay, let's continue. The Star in reverse. It's collective where several people are getting this, like, what's the word? This a similar message about a circle and redoing. That's why I think of retrograde. Redoing, re-beginning, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I feel like there's someone can tell that there's discomfort, there's avoidance. there's overindulgence in a kind of way. And they're trying their best to help. And I feel like if this is you, you're doing that. That's what you're doing. You're trying your best to help. This is still in retrograde, of metaphorically speaking. So yeah, it feels like there's more to be done, but this is a progress and it is moving forward. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you so much. I hope this makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.